you see Kaom Artemisia turn around. She turns to the center of the town square, where this red tiefling resides, as well as up on the ridge where this half-orc resides. And she looks up and she says, Amara, Pyros, I think we're ready to begin. As she looks up, the half-orc who had responded to Amara and who you had once known as Zergath responds to Pyros and begins to walk towards Artemisia. As they walk closer to Artemisia, they stop at one of these boxes that you had seen covered with cloth. And as they rip off the cloth, you see a cage with two dwarven figures inside, huddled together, a man and a woman. You see Pyros, the tiefling, walk over, undo the lock of this cage, and reach in and grab the woman as the man begins shouting, "No! Take me! No, please, just take me instead!" But they don't listen, and they begin dragging this dwarven woman out of the cage. They drag her down the steps, towards Artemisia, down towards the pillars.
Should we do something?
What does it look like they're dragging this dwarf to? Like a...
To Artemisia, it looks like.
Okay.
What do you want us to do?
I don't know, but we can't just stand by and let this happen.
How many are there? Do we see how many there are total?
How many what?
How many people there are down there? Total?
Currently, as all of the images in the mirrors have dissipated, you see Kaom Artemisia, you see Pyros, you see Amara, and this dwarven woman who they are dragging down the steps.
Oh, I thought there were red cloaked figures at the tables.
Oh, there are as well. Yes, there are 5 cloaked figures, but
Just
they
5.
all 5 cloaked figures, but they all
So
seem to
8
be
In the back.
8
further.
folks total.
8 in total. Yes,
In red cloaks, and then 2 dwarves.
and the 2 dwarves in this one box. Yes.
And there's no way for us to make out what manner of being the people in the cloaks are. Because they're cloaked, right?
Correct.
Like, upon further. Okay.
But they
All-
appear humanoid,
They
medium-sized.
appear medium-sized humanoid,
Okay.
Just right around 5.5 to 6 feet. Some variation between.
Like each of their eyes. What color would you say they are?
Nope, not giving you that.
Are their names
They do not have
embroidered
names.
onto their
To stall.
robes?
Do they have that?
Is there anything else we could do?
Alec, there's so many.
I know, but we're powerful, Alma. We could probably do something.
They throw the dwarven woman down onto the ground as her husband continues to scream.
This dark ritual seems to be very delicately prepared. Perhaps cause a little mayhem
What if we draw them away?
and make our way.
Pyros
Yes.
and Zergath take out a knife.
Could I?
Let's
Yeah.
move quickly.
I have a bonus action somewhere my bow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna notch an arrow. And I'm gonna ready an action to shoot anyone that tries to harm the dwarf that is now laying on the ground. I will shoot an arrow at them if they try to approach and attack them.
Okay.
Guys, what the hell are we doing?
Shreya, you roll a distraction?
Zergath and Pyros
Yes.
put
The rest of us will
knife
grab
up
these-
against their throat.
How many cages are up there? Is this
3.
the only cage? Wait, there's 2 more cages?
There are 4 cages in total. They just uncovered the one.
And we are currently standing on top of a ruined building, looking down at this.
Yes, you are currently standing sort of up on a ridge, looking down at this area.
How far would you say we are from them?
You are
Yeah. Range would be good.
about 65, 70 feet.
Does it look like there's anything breakable? If I were to shoot it with an arrow, it would break it and make a noise.
Make a perception check for me. As you're making that perception check, the remainder of these red hooded figures go over to the other boxes and begin removing the sheets from them. You see additional people
Mhm.
in these boxes.
12 perception.
12.
Is there anything that I can shoot? Maybe break?
You see a small glass lantern that you see. But before you see that, you see them uncover the last box. A single figure resides in that box.
Oh boy.
In the box.
A half-orc with a broken tooth and a green pauldron.
No way!
As you see Zorkal
What a
in that remaining box.
what a complete loser.
Oh, Zorkal.
Look, he did the best he could. All right.
And I see that. Guys. We're doing it.
Can I float down to the? We're on a 3-tiered cliff face, right? If I float down to the next one down, can I do that stealthily?
We still have Pass Without a Trace on.
Yes, you would be able to try.
I'm going to try because I need to get it.
As Shry is doing that, Flynn, you see the arm of Pyros and Zergath begin to tense. In half a second, they're going to swipe their knife and slit the throat.
I lose
What
the
are you
arrow.
doing?
I lose the arrow.
Okay,
So you're
make an
losing-
attack roll.
Oh,
Shry, I will let you get down to that
Right.
bottom level.
sure.
Do I see that Flynn is releasing an arrow?
You would be able, are you trying to hide this from?
I'm just shooting. I told them I was going to shoot if they looked like they were
Okay,
going to
I'm
attack.
gonna,
They looked like they're attacking and shooting.
I see Flynn going to launch his arrow, and I don't want to be here when he launches it. So I am going to grab Kellick's robe and pull him with me and turn to my left and climb up the rock face that I see right there to get to the next level. And I see that there's a wall of bricks from the previous ruins, and I want to pull Kellick over to hide behind those ruin walls.
Okay, and even though it is sort of a cliff, not really a cliff face, a rock face right next to you, it is a couple feet up. It is definitely doable for both of you guys to climb and get to that wall, still within your movement speed.
And are there hooded figures up here or no? They're further to our.
At this point, the hooded figures have all moved down and uncovered the boxes.
Gotcha. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. I don't think I can do anything because I think Flynn's.
All right.
Doing his
Flynn
arrow.
is letting this arrow loose. I'm going to have Shreya, Oma, and Kellick roll me a stealth check.
Great.
And then I'm also having everyone after that roll initiative.
But it's we're still Pass Without Trace, right?
You are still passed without a trace, yes.
So I have a question. When I loose this arrow, we are currently not noticed. So is it a surprise?
You all get a surprise
Okay.
round.
So
in
is this right
yes,
here
I'm giving
an
all of you a
advantage?
surprise.
Aw, thank you.
Yes.
That's so nice.
Oh.
Shitty.
No,
Well,
good.
oh, you did. Nice.
So
Yeah.
I am shooting whoever is about to stab or about to cut.
Okay, you are shooting
Whoever is about to harm the
Zergath
dwarf.
Pyros. Yes.
Wait, is Zergath the orc? The
um,
half orc?
No.
Who's the half orc?
Half orc is from Cold Crest. With the
Alright.
hole in
Yes.
its belly.
Here we go.
All right, Zergath is the tiefling.
Oh, the tiefling?
Yeah.
Zergath and Pyros are the tiefling.
Here we go.
Yes. Yeah.
And yes, Amara is the half orc.
Okay, that's good.
I have a 35
For your stealth.
for my stealth.
I got a 32 for stealth.
Okay,
So that's just stealth right now, right?
Yes.
So that's a 28 for stealth.
28. Okay,
That's
you
not Trace is
feel,
nuts, so,
even though Flynn has shot an arrow at them, you feel as though your exact location has not been compromised.
Right, and once we separate, though, we lose Pass Without a Trace because we have to be. It's a
Within.
distance.
Within
we have to be
30 feet.
So once we
Oh.
move away from him,
Okay,
but
gotcha.
at the beginning when we started this, I guess.
Okay,
21.
21 to hit. That hits. Yeah, roll your damage.
Okay, here we go.
That is 7 points of piercing damage as the arrow plunges into this tiefling.
Okay,
that
7
is
points
seen
of
in my
piercing.
temple, seen in my castle.
As this arrow flies through the air, you see, and while most of his body is still that of what you had seen as Zergath,
Mhm.
you note once again this bulging tricep, shoulder, and bicep on the left side.
Yep.
As they're about to slit the throat, the arrow sinks into that shoulder no more than an inch into this dense muscle that's there. Okay, I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative.